Cooling fan assembly replacement 2007 PT Cruiser. So overview, we will be removing probably the 7mm screws, which we've done, to reveal a couple 10mm bolts underneath here on both sides. 10mm bolts. Probably be removing this and probably the battery. We'll get these 10mm bolts up here. There's also a 10mm bolt you might be able to get down below here. On a bracket. And there's an electrical connection as well we'll be disconnecting. Let's take some stuff apart. Take this hose clamp, remove it, and then we'll lay this just back here as well.
No, it actually worked quite well.
Just pushing down these little tangs with my screwdriver on both sides. I'm going to lift it up a little bit so I can put my coolant pan to catch whatever coolant comes out with the radiator removal. Radiator hose. Now I have thin enough arms I can get right down here and probably get a 1/4 inch ratchet down, and also on this last bolt over here for the fan shroud assembly too. So we'll see how this goes, but got them all out except for one, and then I got the electrical connector underneath as well, so we'll get that undone. Probably do have to go underneath for that though. Alright, yep, we'll go up in the air and take probably maybe 2 more bolts out, maybe, and disconnect the electrical connector. Alright, so we're underneath the vehicle, not too bad. We got another 10mm bolt here, 10mm bolt here, and then our electrical connector is right here. I'm going to push and release that tab and separate it right there. And that should be it, and we should be able to lift it up and out of the way, hopefully. So that's what I'm doing down here, 2 bolts out, and this wiring should be able to stay on here, so don't worry about that. So it is a tight fit with the neck there, but you can see it just is possible. Alright, we're close. I thought I'd just come down here and hopefully get it to line up a little easier, but maybe not. Alright, so it was catching for me a little bit on the transmission. So I had to fight with that a little bit. Make sure your clips are in place. You can just push the radiator forward over here with your hands so that you can get it to drop down if you're having any problems. Maybe you won't, and that'll be awesome. So, and mine actually came with new bolts and a new clip. So if any of your clips are missing, which go onto the radiator or any bracketry, mine from the dealership came with new pieces. So that's excellent. Click. So we'll start all the bolts before we tighten any of them, but that'd be just one tip for putting it back together. Start all the bolts before you tighten them. Try and put the clamp right back in the same spot. They can leak, otherwise use a new clamp. And I bet for you on your own vehicle, if you just put these 2 bolts in here on the top, 2 on the bottom, you won't have to worry about putting the new ones on the side back in if you didn't want to, probably. I'm sure 4 bolts would do okay. Although this one is on a bracket for the AC condenser, so I ended up using a little bit longer one down there, but that's okay. You do not want to use longer bolts here because you're going to go right into the radiator and cause a problem. So no longer bolts. Be aware of that for the top and the bottom. You do have 2 longer bolts. 2 longer bolts and 4 shorter bolts. Pretty sure the longer bolts go up on the top, shorter bolts going down below. Got these little hooks that fit into place down below, and again these just snap into place. Go ahead and add some coolant then, because we did lose a little bit. This is Chrysler Orange, so we'll be putting Chrysler Orange back in, 50-50 mix. You can see back there, it looks like it is above the add. There's full hot and add, so shake it, we can see some fluid moving around, so we're good back there. All right, maybe not quite 50-50, but we should be good. So we're going to run this vehicle, get it up to operating temperature, maybe run it at 2,000 RPMs or so for a while, just keep your foot on the gas, and we'll keep an eye out and make sure the cooling fans are working. They probably won't come on until about 220, 230 degrees maybe, in that range. So you want to make sure they work, of course, after all that work. That should be it. Good luck to you.